Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Vasili Lomachencko. Lomachenko says that Oleksandr Usyk will school Deontay Wilder. Now, this is a statement that he made in Boxing News 24. That was the article. And the author did come up with some good points about, of course, that's a friend of his. They're from the same country. And he would really like to know what Lomachenko would feel if he wasn't a friend of his and he wasn't from that country. You know, to see if it's not any type of bias, which it could be, more than likely. Then again, there is some truth to that. And I'm going to counterpunch it in a minute. Before I do that, the writer of the article said that Lomachenko, the problem of what's wrong with what Lomachenko said is the fact that Usyk is too easy to hit. He's like a smaller version of Tyson Fury, and his punching power is not really tested at heavyweight. So Deontay Wilder would more than likely knock him out in 1 or 2 rounds, granted being hit with that right hand. Now, let me counterpunch whoever that was. I don't know who the writer was, but this is my take on it. I feel that Deontay Wilder could get schooled by someone like Usyk. He could be, right? Then in the same token, Deontay Wilder could be that same guy that knocks out Usyk. You know, regardless of skill, ring IQ, everything across the board, right? Deontay Wilder will test your chin at some point. So that would be the question. It wouldn't be the question about him being schooled. I'm pretty sure Usyk could just take him to school. Because Wilder's not that technical. He's not the worst fighter, but he doesn't even respect the sweet science. I think now he's starting to, with the body shots and stuff like that. But before then, Wilder was the same guy that says, hey, with power, you don't need skill. That pissed me off instantly, right? Because I'm like, okay, what the hell are you talking about? What are we really talking about? You're just throwing skill and all the training and practice and sweet science out of the window saying shit like that. So this is that same guy. Now, if he's changed, going back to the basics and all this, that's another story. We don't know because he knocked Dominic Breazeale out too fast for us to know really where he was coming from or what he had to offer or what he was practicing on, right? But me looking at a fight between Usyk and Wilder, it would be similar to Tyson Fury and Wilder, right? It just, Usyk is a southpaw. Yes, the straight right is the punch to land on a southpaw. That would be the attacking punch. Actually, you'd like to throw that first and then set up a left hook. But someone like Wilder, if he wants it too bad, he can be missing that right all night. But the question would be, what happens when he hits Usyk? Will Usyk go out like the rest, right? Or will he find a way not to get hit with the right? Because more than likely, if he gets hit with the right on the button, he's going out like Spilka, Fury, Stavern, those guys. He's going down, okay? Now, Usyk being too easy to hit, I don't know about that one. I think I talked about that in another video last week. He's not that easy to hit, okay? Now, the thing is, neither is Wilder. The thing is strategy with Wilder. This guy's taller. He is, I don't know about bigger, but he's definitely taller with the reach, right? He fights tall. So he spreads his legs far apart. He's a lean guy. He reminds me of a big-ass Bob Foster. That's what he reminds me of, but he hits very hard. Now, fighting someone like Usyk, it would be a chess match because Wilder would be the kind of guy that he only throws 1 or 2 punches at a time. See, if you can volume punch on Wilder and Usyk can get established and acquainted with him in the ring, setting up his jab, right hand, combinations in between that, like he knows how to do. Wilder swells easy, okay? And I think that he can frustrate Wilder with the constant movement, the awkwardness, right? Those angles he'll catch Wilder with. Wilder will shoot the right hand. He will shoot the right hand because that's the punch that is his bread and butter. If you notice when he practices, he hardly ever really punches with the right. I don't know, because of damage or whatever you want to call it, but he seldomly throws. But in a fight, he throws it with all his might because he knows that's my bread and butter right here, that right hand. So whatever the author or the writer of this article, Usyk's not very small. He's not all that small. He's not big like those guys like, Wilder and Fury and Joshua. He's not nothing like that. He's a standard, classic size or regular size heavyweight, okay? Like Holyfield and Ike Barabucci, and you know what I mean? And you got guys smaller than that like Chris Bird, and guys like Chris Bird, see, there's another reference, gave Klitschko hell. He got credit for beating one of the Klitschko brothers. How? Southpaw, awkward, quick, threw lots of punches, right? And he was able to outpoint Klitschko, right? So yes, it can happen coming from a smaller guy. So, he might get hit, and everyone's talking about getting hit with the right. What if Wilder can't land the right? That's the whole question people don't ask themselves. A guy that don't really respect skill, what if he can't land that right hand? Somebody will crack that code. Trust me. It will happen one day. Would that be Usyk? We won't know. I don't see Wilder getting knocked out. I mean, he could, but I don't see him getting knocked out. I see him getting schooled. I see him the same things that he used to talk about, not respecting skill and all that. That will come back around and bite him in the ass. That would be his defeat. When he's sitting on that stool and can't figure out why the fuck can't I land this right hand, those are the type of things that'll happen. He'll get punched, beat up all night with someone with what? Skill. So, that's my counterpunch on it. It could go either way. Usyk could school him. But then again, Deontay Wilder could knock him out too. But we know what Deontay Wilder's capable of. But is he capable to do that to Usyk? That's the question, because we know who's the better boxer. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about the article, about Lomachencko's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.